In this video, we're going to take a look at the interference test that can be run on different components within Fusion 360. And this is part of the Activity 233 CAD Material Appearance and Analysis activity in the IED curriculum. So steps number is 9, just number 9. And then as we look, I've created two components in here. I'm going to show one. I created a block, and then I created another component which I called ball or a sphere here, which kind of matches what's there in the curriculum. So in fact, I can go through and edit the feature. Let's go ahead and make this a 1.5-inch diameter. There we go. So when I go along with this here is I've got a sphere, part of it's inside the cube and part of it's on the outside. So I created two components that are conflicting with each other. From the Inspect tab, I can go to Interference. I can select the two components that I want to check interference for, and I can click Compute. And what will happen is I can see on the interference is in red where are the areas that are actually going through and interfering. So there's the inside of the sphere, inside the cube that is interfering with the first component of the cube or the block. And there's how much of a volume that there is interference, and it's also listing off the name. So if you had multiple components within a file, you could always go through and check for interference and see which components are interfering with each other and by how much. So it's a very, very neat kind of tool to use, especially when you think of in terms of assemblies and making sure there's no interfering or parts that would go through and be colliding with each other or having any issues unless, that's a desired, kind of design intent. So. But this will conclude how to run an interference test and to finish out that activity. And this is just one way that you can go through and check for different conflicts that can work within parts.